CarMax pregame. CarMax, the way it should be.
Expect a little more of a sense of urgency from the Warriors to start this game, see if they can get off to a better start.
Steph Curry's got the sprint out of the way. Curry around Covington, past Nurkic, lay it up and in.
It's too many moves, you just can't stay in front of that.
3 on the way, perfect. Set the screen and get that kid the ball. Curry hiding behind Looney, weaving through traffic, down the lane, lefty finish. Steph is doing everything.
There is a different energy to this man's game.
Steph finishes with 31 and a half, and the Warrior lead at a dozen.
Obviously winning the first quarter was huge tonight. Give ourselves some life. We just got to sustain it for 48 now, and this is kind of what we asked for.
The incredible two-time MVP, Steph Curry, gave his team a whole different mindset. Curry for 3. Oh, lasers at home. He's got 50. Curry from deep. 59.
He is scoring from everywhere.
Draymond finds him another 3. Got it. 62.
Try to just continue to stay humble and stay in the moment. That's the best way to approach it. It doesn't help when your teammates are yelling at you every dead ball, how many points you got, and me individually. And
Get him.
That is Wardell, Stephen Curry, a career-best 62. Warriors come up with the win, and what an entertaining night at Chase Center.
Unbelievable Sunday night. Steph Curry with a new career high, set a building record as well with 62. Klay Thompson loving it from home, tweeting about it. And with that, we begin a new segment. The Court of Candace. There it is. Court is in session now. Her Honor, Candace Parker presiding. The question is, more impressive Warriors scoring feat, Steph Curry's 62 points or Klay Thompson's 37 in a quarter against the Kings back in 2015? Your Honor, the floor is yours.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say this is almost like picking your favorite kid. Like there's no way to do it, but somebody's got to do it, and that's my job. Honestly, Klay Thompson has had some unbelievable highlights, but I will have to go with Steph Curry. 62 points, 18 of 31 field goals. He got it from the free throw line, 18 for 19 from the charity stripe. But the way in which he does it, Klay Thompson, he did it with 11 dribbles. He had 14 threes against my Chicago.
Trong giấc mơ chỉ toàn người khóc, người vui, người điên. Trên áng mây cao là hoàng hôn, thổn thức tim tôi. Những ngày qua tôi ngồi lặng thinh, cùng mấy cuốn sách dở dang chưa đọc hết. Nhưng ký ức tôi ngỡ đã qua, mà đứng giữa đám đông.
Bulls, unfortunately. But Steph Curry everyone defensively is trying to stop him. He's doing it off the dribble. He's attacking. He's creating. And he's doing it with the focus of the entire defense, as well as the scrutiny of all of his fans, everyone saying that he's not able to do this anymore. Almost 33 years of age, I would say that it is extremely impressive for him to answer the call, and at which he answered the call against a Portland Trailblazers team that many have picked to be very successful in the West. And so I would have to go with Steph Curry as the most impressive. And he did it against Dame Dollar, which he had to give him his props because he understands how hard it is to do what he did and dish it out, but also you got to be able to take it too, right?
Now, CP, the way this was explained to me, you are the judge and the jury here. So I don't know if anybody is entitled to a rebuttal or not, but
No.
Channing, would you like to jump in?
No, shockingly,
I'll allow
maybe
it.
for the first
I'll allow
time,
it.
I agree with her. I think you look at what Steph Curry did. This is, Draymond Green's getting back. You look at under all these circumstances, new team, and he had taken off almost a year and a half, right? They had that long break. They didn't get invited to the bubble. He did hear what people were saying. Can he step up? Can he lead this team to the playoffs? What is he going to be like without Clay? And he answered that, and he's answering that by not only getting a 62, but by getting the 30 and a blowout win after that. So this is the stuff that people want to see, and these are what legends are made of. And so I'm excited to see how the season goes with them. They're exciting, and they have some good pieces there that are going to be better the better he plays.
Your Honor, you are the final arbiter of this, and it's your decision goes. I might argue that an NBA record is more impressive than the 62, but both impressive, and you're the judge.
Hey, it rests. This rests the case. Steph Curry
have
has
a
changed
gavel?
the
We
way
need a gavel.
basketball. I need one. But Steph Curry has changed the way the game of basketball is being played, and so therefore the case is rest.
Okay.
I need a
Court
gavel.
is no
I need
longer.
one.
Court is adjourned for the moment. It's time for
Court's
Ask
adjourned.
the Analyst. Your chance to ask Channing and Candace questions throughout the night here on Center Court. Question number one. Channing, Steph's legacy still on the line?
Oh, man. So everyone's been grilling me about my little conversation, and I think for me, Steph has achieved everything that's needed to be.
Can I give you the chance to offer some context here? Explain to folks what this is all about if they haven't followed you.
Oh, so I did a podcast with the Dub Nation, and they asked me, well, what does Steph left have to achieve? And I said, he's achieved everything. He doesn't owe anything to media.
Bụi hoa giấy hiên nhà lắng nghe
or the players or anybody. He's won 3 championships. He's a 2-time MVP, obviously Hall of Famer. I think he's the greatest shooter of all time. But I said, if to argue, the only thing he hasn't done is do it by himself or without Clay.
Right.
And so this year, to take them to the playoffs, this team with a rookie within COVID, with their injuries, with Wiggins and Oubre, if he does this, everybody has nothing else to say. And that's what I meant by his legacy being like, I could do this by myself. I don't need another person who could get 30 in a quarter or 60 in a 3 quarters. So for me, I think he can do it, and he's showing the world that he can do it. So his legacy is intact, and hey, I'm excited to continue to watch them.
All right, there you go. Candace, you want to weigh in on the legacy question?
I would agree with Channing, but I think as a competitor, to solidify his name with the greats, I mean, he's already transcended the way that we even play basketball. I mean, you go to the park and you could look at kids launching 30-footers to their coach's dismay. But honestly, he's changed the way the game of basketball is played. But as a competitor, and to be up there with some of the greatest of all time, I think he has to win another title, and I do believe that he does need to get a Finals MVP to be able to silence all the haters. And as a competitor, you want that. I think Steph welcomes that and wants the challenge.
Oh, okay. Right. I just said I thought I have him 6 in the West. We could talk about it.
Not this year. I didn't say this year. Chill out.
Oh, okay.
Chill
I thought it was this year. Okay, I thought it was this year.
Calm down.
Candace is raising the bar for Steph here. Wow. All right. Judge has spoken.
Oh, my goodness.
That almost worked. The camel sound almost worked. CarMax pregame continues that it's the Lakers and the 579% shooting will do that usually. That's where they're at right now. It's early. 25-7 on the herringbone at Barclays over the Utah Jazz. LeBron James took over in the fourth quarter Sunday to give the Lakers a win in Memphis. Trying to do it again tonight at the age of 36. Center Court Tuesday continues with the tip in just a couple minutes. Memphis Grizzlies still looking for their first win at home this season. Tough assignment with the champions in town. LeBron James putting in 32 minutes a night. Frank Vogel says he'd like to manage the minutes, reduce that number a little bit at the age of 36, but he's just really good. So it's hard to take him out when the game's on the line.
Ngoài hè phố mưa rào vắng tanh,
line. He kind of took over on Sunday in the Lakers by 12 down the stretch. It's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a competitor, and when he's out there, he's trying to win. So certain games, you just got to, hey, big fella, ice some dogs and give other people a chance to play.
It's the CarMax pregame. Brian Anderson and Grant Hill are standing by for the tip from Memphis, the Lakers, and the Grizzlies. And Candace, like I said, it's a good problem to have, but it is something that Frank Vogel's going to think about managing over the course of the season after the very short turnaround, just over 10 weeks or so between the end of the finals and the start of the regular season for the Lakers. He's got to think about age 36 LeBron.
Well, definitely, Vogel has to think about LeBron, because LeBron is not going to be that guy that takes off for quote-unquote load management. As he alluded to last year, he is a guy that's going to try to play. And managing those minutes might cost you a couple games early, but if you have a healthy King James at the end of the year going into the playoffs, I don't care if you're 1, 2, or 3 seed, you're going to make the finals. And so I think that's the goal, is just to keep this Laker team that had limited amount of rest, but made some crucial moves in the offseason to get younger so that AD and LeBron don't have to log as heavy of minutes.
You know, on paper, the Lakers are a better offensive team than they were last year, at least in terms of the roster. Defensively, really solid so far. Number 5 in the league. And for Memphis, the challenge is, how do you score consistently tonight without Ja Morant? Candace?
Yeah, I think it's by committee. Channing and Grant said it earlier. You're not going to have just one guy that's going to go out and get you a bucket. And there's so much of Memphis's system is based upon the creation of Ja Morant and him getting into the lane. And so I think Tyus Jones definitely has to do a great job of getting to the paint, drawing, and allowing his guys to knock down high efficient shots open at first.
Tyus Jones had 14 on Sunday.